right, Delco, we have another fine episode for you, and this one is planning to make it all the way to the big screen.
That is the hope. At the very least, the little screen, but hopefully the big screen.
Is there plans on getting an Emmy for this? And for once, an Emmy isn't a stripper at Oasis?
No, well, that would be if it was television, so it would be Oscar. So, yeah, I think Delco deserves an Oscar.
We got one.
What did we?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Right. Silver Linings Playbook.
Jennifer Lawrence got one for playing an alcoholic, bipolar disaster that married someone twice her age. She nailed being a Delconian.
Yep,
she nailed it. Okay, so you are Chris Pierdomenico.
You got it.
Okay, and that is Italian.
It took 17 minutes off air for him to get that right. I gotta point that out.
It's still well done.
And it's Italian. It is not pure Dominicano like I thought.
It's not, no.
Okay, I went to Bonner. I only know Irish names. And then I hung out at Cawley's and Busty's for the next 20 years. I only know Irish.
Please stop. No, I'm going to need therapy after this. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the words you got out of
So, Chris P.
Crispy.
Have you ever seen the video where the newscaster loses it because there was a pig named Chris P?
Yes,
Bacon?
I have. That was sent to me many times. And it is pretty funny.
I love it. These reactions.
You gotta send
so
that to me.
So your goal is to create, and it just made it onto the social media rounds, to create a movie called Delco the Movie.
Delco the Movie.
That's the actual working title name of it.
The working title name. We might lose the movie at some point, but I think you have to kind of be clear around here. No, it's Delco the Movie. I'm not making Delco because you can't make Delco. Delco's already here.
True. So I mean, we've got to ask: is this a documentary? Is this a written script? Is this?
It is a narrative film. It's a feature-length film. It actually takes place in 2004.
So there's a plot.
There's a plot, yeah. So it's a coming-of-age comedy drama, sort of along the lines of John Hughes or a Kevin Smith movie. Kevin Smith actually was the person that inspired me to go into film in the first place. I saw Clerks. I saw it a little bit later. I saw it in 2003, and I was like, oh, well, I could make a movie.
Did you ever see Vulgar?
I have not seen that, but the one of the stars of my movie is in that.
Oh, you got a cast?
Yeah. We have Brian O'Halloran, who plays
Dante.
Yes.
One of the adult characters in the movie, because this is a high school movie, so the kids are about 17, 18, but the father of one of the characters is played by Brian O'Halloran.
Yeah,
a caster of all people.
He gets raped by a clown in Vulgar.
I have heard that. Yes, I actually have not seen it. And my other friend's in that, Scott Schiaffo.
Sorry, he's a clown that gets raped,
right?
And it's by the big bully from Boy Meets World,
Ethan Suplee.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This just took a turn.
It's an interesting movie full of hijinks. That is a weird opening scene.
I saw that. I was checking out your pages and I saw that you got a pretty good cast going, right? And you're also in your crowdsourcing, I guess it's crowdfunding, and you're giving people an opportunity to be in the movie.
Yeah. So, for a particular scene, we have there's a large church scene because Brian O'Halloran is playing the pastor, and his son is rebelling against his upbringing for the first time, and he's like, well, how can I live like a normal kid in Delco for one night? And what does a good kid see as bad, doing bad? It's not exactly what the ordinary person might think of.
Right.
So there's a church scene at the end where kind of this all comes out, and so we need a big audience for that. So we said, okay, hey, for $37, you can be in the scene.
That's awesome.
With Brian O'Halloran.
Very cool. Very cool.
And we've already given away 12 of them. We just announced it a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And our crowdfunding is actually 47% now.
I'm looking at it right now. You got 14,295 out of 30. You're trying to reach 30,000.
Yeah, 30. Yeah.
So I mean,
got that.
It's weird. It only just came across our desk last week or this week. How far along in this process are you that you have a full script and how is the cast full too?
The main cast is full. There's still some kind of day players, folks that might just say a line or two, maybe some tweeters or you guys have any experience?
None whatsoever. Just some points I did in the past. Nothing crazy. Yeah.
If you need someone who looks like some sort of bear,
yeah,
I am available.
Holbrook was actually in a movie, but they casted him twice because he got so fat. He looked like two different people.
Who was it?
Me.
Holbrook.
That's actually true. It was in a Bruce Springsteen biopic.
Yeah.
that I played the bass player in like the band or whatever, and then they did that shooting in 2009, and I got so fat by the reshoots in 2011 that I also played the bus driver because you couldn't tell the difference.
And you got paid twice, right?
I got twice the yogurt from the catering staff.
You got a bag of oats.
Craft services.
Yeah.
Usually it's like us.
They would have been cheaper to pay them.
You know, which we are not doing. We are SAG-AFTRA, so we'll be compensating our actors.
Yeah, I thought it was actually in your pie chart of the funds. So okay, I got off track there. So this has already started filming.
It has not. No.
Oh,
we
okay.
are looking to film. Hopefully, July 31st. It's going to be the first day of
on location
filming. On location.
Where?
I guess I'll reveal this. Our first day filming is going to be at Tom Jones.
Nice.
So
Very nice.
It's a Tom Jones scene.
Good stuff.
You know, the owner Tom Jones was really into the idea. That actually was the first location we booked, which was really surprising because I thought it would be difficult. I thought we were going to have to get like another diner and like kind of imply it's Tom Jones.
Yeah,
but they were really into the idea.
Very
So,
Are you filming like
Very
overnight at these places, or?
So the Tom Jones scene is during the day, but some scenes will be overnight. So it actually is kind of similar to like Ferris Bueller or Clerks. It takes place in about a day. So it starts like in the morning of one day, goes overnight, crazy night, and then ends the morning of the next day.
I like this.
Cool.
I like that. That's how most of those like fun hijinks movies are. Like Superbad was only like one day.
Yeah.
This
And
is very interesting to play that too.
You have a bunch of locations that you're going to be filming on. Is that right? That I saw on your website.
Yeah. So we have, you know, there's going to be a Wawa type store. There's going to be.
What's the name of it? So you don't get sued.
Lala.
It won't be Wawa. It'll be something else.
Rara.
But I don't know.
Ow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should put that in the movie. How that is an incentive to the crowdfunding page. We're still looking for a jail. Like we need like a jail.
Holbrook knows them all.
The kids.
Like a lockup.
Yeah, like a lockup, and not like a prison.
Upper Darby, you let me just walk around.
So one of the municipalities, then.
Right. Yeah. And we looked at one that it kind of looked more like a mental institution type of place. Like it just wasn't like I need the bars. Like
Okay.
I need that kind of look.
Gotcha.
To it. So that's one of the ones we're still getting. But you know, we have a couple houses we're filming in. We have a school that we're using.
Have
you reached out to the like police stations in this area, see if they could use it?
They haven't really been great at getting back.
And the other thing is that, like, as someone who's been in a couple of jail cells in the last 15 years, most of them don't have the bars anymore. They're mostly like plexiglass or just a room that locks.
Okay.
So I have an obscure idea. So I think in the Trader Joe's and media used to be like an armory.
I think so.
Yeah. In the basement, I think that the rumor is that it still looks like an armory. They may have rooms that are like that.
Okay, interesting.
That's interesting.
I will bear that in mind. Yeah. So the school is supposed to be Sun Valley High School, but I wasn't able to film there. So
is that where you're from?
That's where I went to school. Yeah. So
you're going full Mean Girls, Tina Fey, trying to make it look like fucking Upper Darby.
I am.
You were 04 graduate.
04 graduate. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and what's funny is, so I made this movie before. So when I was a senior in high school, I'd seen Clerks, and I'm like, I'm gonna make a feature-length movie. So I did a version of Delco. The movie it wasn't called that, but I did a version of that was like 70 minutes long. I made it in high school while I was there, and so this kind of has been 20 years in the making.
Yeah,
so,
very cool.
It's all coming full circle for me, and you know, we even have a couple of people that were involved in the first film, like
very
coming
cool.
back. You know, a lot of folks have moved on.
Can you see the first film? Is it out there to be found on the YouTubes or something?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
It's probably for the best.
That'd be director's cut.
Director's cut, yeah.
So here's the thing: is like there's things I'm proud of about that film, but like that's a film better to just watch with the sound off because the dialogue is so cringy, like written by like it was a high school.
Love it. I want that. So you're gonna run into two it's funny he brought up the Bruce Springsteen movie. You're gonna run into two things that I actually love about making movies and whatnot is where's I going with this? Set design and continuity.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's 2004. So like I remember the one we had to pretend it was 1976. So we're sitting there literally stripping license plates off of cars in scenes to make sure it doesn't look like anything. We interviewed fucking the other Delco movie, Last Call.
Yeah, Last Call, yeah.
We're sitting there and it takes place in Upper Darby and all the license plates are like New York and New Jersey. That's actually a big thing.
Yeah.
So one of the things is making it time period wise. So how are you planning to recreate it being 2004 in Upper Darby. Sorry, in Delaware County.
I have a great production designer on board that's going to kind of is going through the script now and is kind of like just taking it apart. Like, okay, we need this, we need that.
Yeah.
Somebody had said to me like, why does that have to be 2004? Like, wouldn't it be easier just to do it today? I'm like, that's part of the fun of it. Like, it's like nostalgia is really big right now, and this is the story that I want to tell. So it's going to be a little more work, and
actually save yourself some time. Go to Upper Darby and film in there because most cars are from 2003 and before. So, like,
can I volunteer my 2004 Malibu for the scene? I actually drive a 2004 Malibu.
You can tell them it's the brand new 2004 Malibu that you got for your birthday.
Is your production designer also like does the wardrobes and stuff? Like,
yeah, different person.
Okay. Because that's what I'm going to like. What were people wearing 20 years ago? What was like in fashion?
I mean, kind of this.
I was going to say, it doesn't really.
If you go in my closet, you can kind of get your whole wardrobe.
No, that's a real thing. So I am still currently in another cover band that only plays songs from the 90s to early 2000s. And one of our things is you have to our joke is that you have to look like it's 2003. And the joke is like, what the fuck was 2003? You basically dress like this, but a little bit douchier. And like that became a whole thing like this, but like maybe an Ed Hardy shirt.
I'm literally wearing a pink t-shirt with camo shorts on. I mean, come on. What's more 2003 douchey can I get?
That's cargo pants.
It's an ongoing it's an ongoing thing in my life. If I actually watch like shows where they'll do flashbacks and like we're getting to points where it's like 20 years ago is 2003, and it'll literally just be filmed like it's today, and they'll play like In the Club by 50 Cent over it and be like, oh, it's 03.
There you go.
Or like this, but like Lose Yourself by Eminem. Like, oh, it's 2002. So that is was that factored into it? Like, you can't have iPods, you can't have like whatever going on.
Well, I can't afford those music tracks, so we're gonna have to really.
I can recreate them for you for free.
Oh, really?
Copyright free. Yeah, covers don't cost money.
Good to know. All right,
it's a real thing.
I don't know. I'm kind of
run it by legal first.
What about our Ghostbusters remake? Remember, I remade the Ghostbusters theme, and we did not get sued. We didn't get.
That's the criteria. It's definitely
that is one of the
win. No. If it makes it through the Facebook algorithms, that's even more ironclad than
pretty much. I mean, one of the first original Delco movies, Delco Ghostbusters.
Goose.
So it's
gotta see this.
So we don't like
on YouTube.
So
check it out.
So it's 2004.
Yeah.
Sun Valley. Brian O'Halloran's the dad, who's also like a religious leader in the town. He's okay, and then the son is just like, I want one big hoorah. I want to be a Delco. I want to like Pinocchio saying, I want to be a Delco boy for a night.
He does, yeah. His name's Wayne. So he has.
You named it after the worst town in Delco.
I did not purposely.
Happy accident. Happy accident.
He has two friends. So he has.
Are the two friends Drexel and Sharon Hill?
They're
twins.
No, I should have named her
Sharon.
Sharon and her last name Hill. They have Eddie Stone.
Why did we meet like a few?
Colleen Dale.
Well, we had a movie with
we wrote a Delco.
We wrote a Delco Hallmark movie called Love in the County.
I gotta read this.
Wayne Swarthmore was the bad guy.
Yeah,
he got mauled to death by the.
He was the unfunny comedian, couldn't get an erection. Yeah, I remember.
He got mauled by the Cows Creek Cougar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crispy, we actually brought you in to pitch our movie.
Yeah,
that's
it. All makes sense now.
Is it too late to change the names? I can tell you that it's not after watching Last Call. Have you seen Last Call?
I've not seen Last Call.
Okay, it's filmed. It's all about
Neither have we.
It's a coming of age story from Upper Darby. It came out last year. The guy who made it's actually extremely nice. The movie is a fucking disaster. We even talked to him. He's just like, oh, it's a fucking disaster. Like, I knew what I was doing, but they changed the characters' names halfway through the movie because they filmed it out of order and decided the names would be fucking better at certain points.
And now, does it show up? Like,
it's in the dialogue.
I really.
They're like, Chrissy, come get me that. And then a couple minutes later, they're like, Joanne. Like certain scenes, like it will change.
Yeah. Yeah, well, no, these characters actually have had these names for 20 years. So these are the original names I used.
Let's hear them. What are these Delco names?
So it's Wayne, Jess, and Adam.
They have last names at all?
They do. Wayne Powers, Jess Peterson, Adam Hess.
Adam House?
Adam Hess. Adam Hess, yeah.
At the gas station.
And and so his best friend Adam Hess is like uber like sheltered homeschool kid. Like he's going to public school for the first time in his life.
So it's like his Rumspringer type.
Yeah, well, he's the one that's trying to drag Wayne back and like, no, this is wrong, all this stuff. And then he has another friend named Jess. It's like I want to, I want you to experience. I want you to sin for one night. I want you to like do all these crazy things, and so it's like the devil and the angel on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And the woman's the devil. That's so you're right on.
Did you party hard in high school?
I didn't. No, I was like I was a goody-two-shoes.
Oh,
this is kind of like
Holbrook.
fantasy.
You want a place that looks like a metal? Oh, you need bars, right? Like for the metal. Okay, I was gonna say Falcon Center.
Nah, they're not
rehab.
They're not bars.
In 04.
If you needed just a mental hospital, the building I work in has been confused for mental hospitals. For the one in Eddystone, the Baldwin Tower, it looks like an old school, but unfortunately, he's looking more for a prison.
Yeah. Can I pitch one continuity thing?
Please. Yeah.
Okay, so I assume during this whole shenanigans, there's going to be some transportation needed.
Yes.
And Uber didn't exist then, so 610-622-2222 county cab.
Oh, they're not still around, are they?
They are.
They are. Okay.
They are.
So they do have
Just change the number.
Well, we can reference it. Hey, so we have a spot in the movie. If you pledge an incentive of $500, you can have your business in the movie. Like we'll have it like in the background or so. If they want to pledge that incentive, we would love to have them in the movie. So
that's the Rose Tree Park.
Rose Tree Park. Yeah.
I was looking at.
I'm loving the names of the incentives.
Yeah,
by the way.
that was.
And I love that you guys got it right because you put the Grand Run Mall as the first one for $5, and then the Bazaar at 15 because the Bazaar totally outranked.
You're pitching to Delco, not Delaware County. The movie.
Aladdin's Castle, by the way.
Have you gotten anybody? Have you gotten anybody as an executive producer yet?
I have, yeah.
Nice.
We did get one executive producer by the name of Jonathan Hartline, who is a friend I also went to high school with. So.
Very cool.
Can three of us tag team one of those slots?
Yeah.
Man, he asked a lot of people that question in his lifetime.
Oh wow, yeah. I didn't even think about the phrasing. Holy Toledo! Wow,
dude, you're at 47%. I see you got this for sure.
Thank you. Yeah.
And
we only need to get so.
I started saying 50,000.
I'm knowing right now. I'm getting hey, what's your aim? I want my aim on there.
Put it in the movie, yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You can lay it out.
Oh, well, I was just going to say that you can. So for $60, you can, if you pledge that, you can have your aim name in the movie. So we'll have like a scene where a person's on the buddy list.
Oh yeah, brilliant!
We'll have your name. Now it can be either your real aim name or a fake one.
Yeah.
This is like a PG-13-esque movie, so nothing worse than that.
Yeah. So LB69N won't be.
That's probably fine.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, PG-13.
Exo Finger Blaster 69OX.
I got to talk to legal about that.
Dude, I love that. We actually did a segment once where we were like, who had the worst screen name in Delaware County, and actually Mandy from Brewskis, before we even worked with her, had it, and I can't I'm gonna look it up. Oh, it was like Ja Rule Girl, like 42069. What was your aim name?
Mine was EB Crispy, so it was the same as my email. It's based on there was a classic SNES game called Earthbound.
Of course,
it's one of my favorite, probably aside from Mario, my favorite game of all time. So that's what it's been. I've had my it's my Gmail account too, and I've had that for like years. I was like one of the first test people for Gmail when it was like, ooh, you get gigabytes of.
You had to be invited to it.
Yeah, I was invited to it by friends. So and I still use that. I'm kind of a digital hoarder.
So, digital hoarder, I like it.
Hoarder, yeah. So that's why I got all this leftover shit to make movies with.
So where do you need to get to until you don't need to get because I see the goal was 30,000, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And then you have the stretch goals,
we have stretch goals. So if we want to finish the film, we have to do the stretch goals, so in total it would be 50,000. It was advised, and if anyone's looking to do any type of crowdfunding of a film, like have a crowdfunding manager. And so Lisa Savoli is my crowdfunding manager. Actress, producer, and has done an amazing job. And we had talked, long, but we've been planning this, just the crowdfunding, since April. And we said, okay, well, let's go for 30,000 since that's a little more achievable. It's kind of all or nothing.
Yeah.
A lot of folks use, Kickstarter or Indiegogo for, these types of things. What I really liked about Seed and Spark, which I only heard of, because Lee mentioned it, was that you only have to have 80% funding to be greenlit. So if we get to 24,000, if that's as far as we get, we'll still get that. We'd have to make it up, but it's we wouldn't lose everything.
47, you're what, 14.5 or something like right now?
Almost 15.
15.
I'm sorry, 14.3.
Wow, I did math really well in my head.
Yeah. Yeah. You got this. You got
So, all right. I'm looking at other ones here. I just want to get an idea because these are pretty cool. I like these ideas because you know what? It gives you something. It's an easy way to hit your goals. Like so, the Blue Route. One of our characters will say your name in the movie. So somebody will just blurt out your name. Everybody like, "Oh, I was hanging out with Chris Holbrook the other night."
Yeah, that one sold out. That one sold out.
Okay.
okay. You limited to 8.
That's good. So it's,
Yeah.
so it's not just a fucking roll
Holbrook
call.
actually has his name in a lot of movies too. Like, not.
No, that's true.
What do you have? Do you have Tom Jones experience left? Where it
We
says,
do, yeah.
Yeah.
There's I forget what the limit is on that one, but I don't know if I think we only have like 1 or 2 of
5
that.
people. it
5
says
people,
limit.
okay.
Yeah, it says
So
limit of
yeah, you
5.
guys want to come to TJ's with me? I'll treat.
Now we're looking more as executive producer.
Yeah.
Even better.
We're
I'll
thinking about
get
getting
this-
a little closer to that.
Get this
goal.
thing made, baby.
if you guys do 5K, I will buy you all Tom Jones. That's don't tell anybody.
It's cheaper to actually go than Tom Jones. No, I'm
Was
kidding.
that a go-to spot for you when you were in high school?
It was like so many dates or just kind of late night deep dive friend chats.
Sure,
yeah.
It's where you'd go like after prom or homecoming dance. So yeah, it was really, really important, to get that kind of get that in there. And I was blown away that we get to use the actual place.
That's cool.
So you went to Sun Valley. Are you from Aston?
I am from Aston,
Okay.
yes.
Have you ever been to Rick's Sheds?
Rich Sheds. I passed by it. I've not been in it.
Well, it's the premier shed place, and if you ever need your sheds, any type of shedding needs in Delaware County, you reach out to Rick Shed, 610-503-3554.
Wow, he cannot tell you our actual sponsors.
They're not even our sponsors anymore.
Yeah, he can tell you that one.
There was like 3 years where I just did Rick Shed's promos just to bully them.
He just
into
pulled a
doing
Will
dark
Ferrell.
dirty ones.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell in Old School, where he just blanked
He's
out.
like, wait, what happened?
That's
We come from.
so
But we do.
I don't even know if that's the number. I made up that number.
Okay. But we do have to thank our sponsors. Let's start with Dolan's Bar, 24 East Sellers Avenue, right there in the great heart of Ridley Park. Dolan'sBar.com.
They filmed the movie there.
Hey, Mom.
I was in.
Hey, Mom, too.
Yep. Yep. And they go to Dolan'sBar.com. Quizzo Music, great times, memorabilia. Actually, like you said, a couple different movie stars have made their way through there. Jeffrey Dahmer himself has made
Evan
his way
Yeah.
through
in the Delco accent.
Yeah. When he was shooting, what was that?
Mary
Mary's
Town.
Town.
He
He
went there and scoped out the accent.
Yep. And if you get arrested, we know who to call. David R. Cherry. You get hurt at work, motor vehicle, personal injury, or if you're just a Delco scumbag, 610-565-0300.
You have a wild night in Aston.
Yeah, 1-cherryinjurylaw.com. Tell Dave Cherry that Delco Live sent you.
Getting crazy in Tom Jones, throwing plates around.
Yeah, and if you need a snack when you're hungry, you go to fatcowjerky.com. Great different flavors, you name it, utterly perfect jerky, jalapeno garlic, honey habanero, some of my favorites. Pickle, check it out. Delco's favorite, fatcowjerky.com.
So, is this your first film besides the one in high school?
I've done a number of short films
Okay.
over the years. So
Any accolades? Getting into
I've been nominated for best writing. I won a best writing award for what I did back in 2019.
Was this a festival or
Festival? Yeah. It
Which
was, Project 21 Film Festival, which they're no longer doing a film festival, but we were with them for a long time. Write, shoot, edit the film in 21 days. So 10-minute film. So a little bit different, but still
was it about?
challenging. The one I won for, my brother and I co-wrote it. It was about OCD.
Okay.
So
You got OCD?
I do have OCD. Yeah.
The digital hoarding?
Digital horror, yeah,
It all
that's
makes
probably part of
sense
it. Yeah. So it was about a guy trying to get out of his house to go to a job interview. He desperately needed to do. So it's kind of a little humorous but a little dramatic. And
He's got to touch the doorknob like 3 times.
Right.
And then if you do that, you got to make sure the flapjacks
yeah.
are exactly okay.
exactly, yeah.
Okay.
It's called Safe Passage. You can actually watch it on YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
What's the YouTube channel?
EB Crispy is my personal YouTube channel, so it has some of my past films on there.
EB Crispy.
So
I love that name.
what is the ultimate goal from it? Is are you going to actually try to get this into a movie theater? Or is this more going to I see, I'm looking at the producer option, says red carpet premiere. So what do you like? How would that be? What
Is
would
it
you
going to
guys-
be the Yaden movie theater?
Yeah,
And
like-
why is it going to be the Yaden movie theater?
Well, we are going to have a big red carpet premiere. We'll be at a theater in Delco.
Okay.
So we're looking at a couple. I mean,
Literally, there's two, so you are looking at a couple.
looking at a couple. But beyond that, we want to get this on streaming. We want as many people to watch this as possible.
like Amazon Prime?
Yeah,
type?
Amazon
Okay.
Prime.
Is
Gotcha.
this? I mean, it's given away a business secret, but we did learn this from the guy who did Last Call. Is this a goal to start like a career with like a niche audience, get it to a certain level, then start showing it around and be like, look, I can do this at home. Why don't you put me on some bigger projects?
Well, I want to do more of these. So, if this is successful, like I really want to do like a Delco-verse kind of thing and do some more movies taking place.
Can we
In
be the
Delco.
Fantastic Four logo?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the 9th interview in a row where I've asked if that could become a thing.
Yeah.
There are so many different storylines that you could
Mhm.
pull from all over this county. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, and you could probably get pretty dark with some, I would think,
Yeah. I have a couple more ideas for
Swarthmore, the musical.
and pretty
Well,
light.
And these names, I'm going to use these names. I'll credit you.
Please.
Based on characters created by.
Colleen Dale Sheridan.
Yeah.
I like
Doyle.
Ed-
Based on character,
like Ed
created
Rock.
by a character named Hollywood Holbrook.
Edward Rock,
Edward Rock.
Edward
Eddie Rock.
Yeah.
Easton.
Wayne Swarthmore, yeah.
Oh, we had
Edward Stone.
like that was the whole Hallmark movie. We have the script, but we never got a film though.
Colleen Dale. was
Colleen
probably my favorite
Dale.
one. I didn't think that one up. I don't remember who did.
Wow. So 20 years in the making. The Delco the movie is.
Mhm.
That's awesome, man.
Thank you.
Do you? So this is about your high school experience. Do you think that you peaked in high school?
I mean, it would be the ultimate Delco.
Not if it gets it made.
Well, I still am in high school, believe it or not. I'm a high school teacher.
Oh,
Right on.
no.
Shit, where at?
I'm over at Oxford Area High School.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, down there.
Yeah. So
Nice area, but
I-
fucking far.
I teach TV, video production, and journalism. So
Cool.
I'm essentially teaching kids that were exactly the same that I was in high school. which is very, very cool.
Gotcha.
So we even have former students helping out with this project, which is very, very exciting.
Very cool.
So you
high
said-
school? High school?
High
kids?
school, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
you said PG
Former, they're in their 20s now.
Okay. Okay.
So you're saying PG-13 is going to be the rate or the aim of the rating
Yeah.
that you're looking
Yeah.
at?
Doesn't that mean you legally get one F-bomb to
We
drop?
do have one F-bomb in the movie. Yes. Yeah.
Is it planned?
You should.
It's planned, yeah.
Oh yeah. You should just open a movie with somebody going, fuck, real loud. I think that's it. I'm done. Moving on.
I can't reveal who says it yet.
I don't
but
wanna know.
It's going to be appropriate.
Nice.
So
Should be a nun.
Is it Dante when he sees Ryan Supley or whatever again? And goes, oh no,
No.
it's like vulgar all over again.
No. You'll have to wait and see. But yeah, you do have one F-bomb. And I even had one of the folks just helping me. He's like, "You have to have the F-bomb." I'm like, "Yeah, it's Delco. We have to have
Yeah.
the F-bomb."
Each one.
I feel like you should just have. Can we just bleep it out?
If you only have one, it really has gravitas.
Oh, that's what I
It
say, like,
really.
There's another part of me that was thinking kind of before we get into filming, we do like our regular takes, but what if we do like a Delco take where just like every other word is an F-bomb
Yeah.
and just have like an unrated version.
Edit it
Yeah,
out.
that's a good
Just
idea.
edit everything out.
But-
And do what you do. You do the real terrible TV editing where they go on pencil neck, instead of like big head or something.
Yeah.
Can we just actually get a copy of it and just overdub it for the Delco thing? And just
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
over here throwing a hogue.
How long are you going to be filming for? Like, how long is it going to be from beginning to end?
So principal photography is going to be 8 days. And so there will probably be another day or two. There's a couple scenes that are kind of like flashback scenes or like flash forward scenes where like the character is going to look quite different. So I'm kind of focused just on doing like the stuff that like takes place in that day first.
Yeah.
But looking about 8 days, we are planning again for August. But it is possible that there may be SAG after strike. So, in solidarity with the writer strike. So I'm sure you guys have heard,
Yeah.
about that. So
It's burning all my Marvel movies. I'm not super happy. About
yeah.
it.
So if that happens, I absolutely support SAG after and the writers. But if that does happen, we might get pushed back a little bit.
No.
SAG after Screen Actors Guild. What's the other one? American Film. What was it?
Oh, after
After film theater.
theater.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually. I don't know. I should know, but
So when,
support
when do
somebody
you
who-
know if it's when do you know if they go on strike? Like right around the time you're supposed to be filming?
we should know early next month. So it'll be enough time that it's. Now I know like some productions are going to be like, if it does happen, and we hope it doesn't, but if it does happen, they're going to be in the middle of it, which is going to really suck. So we'll have enough time. I would prefer to do it in the summer since I'm a teacher. I have summer off.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
But I have enough.
Does the
time
movie
off.
take place in the summer anyway? It sounds like it would just be like a fun.
It could be. It
summer
really
movie.
could be any time. It's not cold, so I'll just
Okay.
say that it's not supposed to be cold.
What is there a projected? I mean, I know it's obviously going to be delayed. We don't know how long by a possible strike, but is there a goal for when you were thinking about releasing this?
I want to do 2024 because that'll be
Okay.
exactly 20 years after I did the original one, and it's
Well,
when
you
the
got to
movie
get
takes
on it,
place,
then, man.
and, yeah,
If
so
this shit's
that's
gonna be
the
wrapping up
goal.
in September.
Now,
Yeah.
say so you do your filming and get all your principal filming done in how many days? How long does it take to edit something of this length?
That's a great question. I haven't edited a feature film in a long time, so I really couldn't even give you. It just all blends together. All the
No, are you
hours.
doing all the editing?
Right now I'm doing all the. I might hire some outside help, depending how well the crowdfunding goes. Check out delco-centric.com.
Get off your wallet.
But it would be nice to have maybe somebody do the preliminary editing, and then I like to kind of because I know like what takes I want to use. Like I have it in my head. I have before I direct the scene, like I see it in my head, and so I know okay I want to use this part of that take and that part of this take, and so I prefer to do the editing. This is not a movie with any like special effects or anything, so it won't be too complicated. Yeah. Well, maybe the next one we'll see.
We get out with the special effects. We've done it once.
Yeah.
You have to CGI some nose rings from 2004.
Oh yeah.
What's that? What's that? That film software I use?
I don't know, but it actually wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It's not iMovie, is it?
No, it's the one. It's free, but it's. Oh man, I forget what it's called now. It's gonna bother me.
Windows Media Player.
No, that's my go-to.
Do you use Adobe or something like completely?
I use Adobe Premiere.
Okay, perfect. That's awesome. Very cool. So for everybody that's watching, we'll have your links up, but tell them where they can go to see all your stuff, socials and all that.
Yeah. So delcothemovie.com is the best place to go, where you can see my pitch video. You can kind of see, what you can pledge. Even just following us, like if you can't pledge, click the follow button because we are, if we get to 250 followers, we will unlock. Seed and Spark will actually give us some like additional free perks. And stuff like that. So like things like, vouchers to film festivals and this and that, like just kind of little things that you might not think of. So definitely check that out. Pledge, follow. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just look up Delco the Movie. And say hello. Send me a message. And yeah, I'm getting some weird messages. I got it.
You're gonna get those.
Well,
sorry,
it happens. Sorry.
Someone tried to scam me yesterday. Was saying that like I need to buy some like backlinks or something to make my campaign work, and I said, you're absolutely right. Listen, can I?
Was his name a Nunu?
No,
Oh, that's
no. I don't know who it was, but I said yes. Absolutely, great point. I only have cash. Can I mail it to you?
Yeah,
Love it.
I've done the ones with the car. Your warranty's running out.
Yeah.
I'll ask them which car, and I'll make up some fake car name, but believable. And then I'm like, "Can I just give you my credit card now?" Like, no, you need to. I'm like, "No, I'm gonna give you my credit." I just start reading off a bunch of numbers. Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
So the filming is you plan to start on the 30th of July,
31st of
31st of July.
Yep.
Could be backed up with the writer's strike. Everyone's who's in the movie is knows their schedule tentatively right now.
Yeah, tentatively we have a schedule. We're still getting a couple other locations, but most of our main locations are chosen. And we're anticipating 8-day shoot.
Is there anywhere else you need besides like a jail cell?
Anywhere else?
If you come to my house, my life feels like one. Sorry, honey.
No, I think that's the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna find you a jail.
Yeah,
Well, listen, if
yeah.
you need a spot in Delco, you need us to put
Literally
some
just
strings. Just call us.
Take down my number and text me in the whenever, and I'll be like,
What did they have where you guys did the Ghostbusters? Did they have anything out there? The
Fort
Mifflin?
Mifflin was actually one I was thinking about, but it's not gonna look like 2004. That shit's
It's like
intentionally frozen in time in
Yeah.
the 1700s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the cars, I actually just posted on Facebook, hey, do you have anyone have cars before 04?
Yes.
Post, and I got like 20, 30 responses
Yeah.
like, hey, I want
Yeah.
my car to be in the movie. I'm like,
Yeah.
Dude, you
That's
can
great.
use my car.
Does
for
your
the,
car get an
like, as the main-
IMDb?
Do you need like a, does the
Yes, I
drivers
will.
do the characters like need a main car?
So I think the main actor, first playing Wayne, has a car that's pre 04. I can't remember the name
Okay.
of it, but I think we'll probably just make it easier for everybody. But
I absolutely volunteer my 04 Malibu.
okay.
Is that an 04?
This is-
Your
yeah.
car, is it?
Which means this is made no
Yeah. So yeah,
But
all of
wouldn't it
that.
look new in their movie because it just came out?
We'll just spray it down with a hose or
Yeah.
something, you know.
It's my chance to get all
It
the
might
paint fixed now.
melt.
And you know what's funny is that car actually did not move in 2004 till I got it in 2019. An old lady bought it, had a stroke right away, and it sat in a driveway.
That went dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
did.
Good for you. Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
When was the last time you got a 15
talk about
car
a steal right there.
Yeah. Hey, it's segue off that.
800 miles on it.
By the way, that's Da Vinci Resolve. That was a software I couldn't remember. That's how I
Oh,
used it.
okay.
Yeah.
I've had stuff color corrected on that. I don't do any color.
Listen,
correcting,
it's one of those things that if you knew the basics, you can get away with it. But if you get dive deep, you can get lost in it. It's
but-
terrible.
oh, sure.
How still like I don't know mentally, like you said, Ferris Bueller plus John Hughes plus like I interjected with a super bad. How drama does it get?
It does get dramatic. I mean, especially near the end, because you have, especially between Wayne and Adam. Adam is, homeschooled his whole life. He's convinced that like everybody that's not a Christian is going to go to hell, and so like that's his motivation.
Isn't that the way it is?
And he's like, he wants Wayne to be on this mission with him, and like Wayne is trying to get away, and it's like his best friend. And there's stuff backstory with some of the characters, some parents that kind of comes out a little bit later. So we do get dramatic, but like I did want to make it a comedy first and foremost. So certainly I think Superbad and even like Booksmart, if you've seen that.
And when he says debauchery, like, what is this guy? Like, just going out drunk, get stupid, go to parties?
I don't want to know. I don't
Like,
want to
is
know.
that like?
You'll have to
I
wait,
don't wanna-
wait and see. I'll just say,
I don't want to like picture it mentally before I fucking see it.
yeah, that's my job.
Yeah. It's like reading the book before you see it. I don't want to read the book here. Like I want to see his.
We all know you're not reading the book. Relax. Dude.
I had
That's
Danielle
exciting,
read
man.
me a book
Yeah,
recently.
yeah.
You had your girlfriend read you a book.
She wanted to read the book, and I was like, "Read it while I play MLB," and it's actually a great book.
Read it while I
finally
play
won a game of
MLB.
Oh my
Bedtime stories with
gosh.
Hollywood Holbrook over here.
No, it's called Haunted, and it's fucking gross. It's about some
Ryan
fucked
Reynolds
up-
is doing that on Hulu.
What, read
What?
books?
Yeah, it's something like
Really?
he will read you a bedtime book.
Love
That-
Unless it's a joke.
that's
but I think
awesome.
Yeah.
Think about that. Like, that's kind of genius. You could probably get a ton of money in advertising because of who Ryan Reynolds is,
Sure.
and him just take 12 minutes to read a book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of
Brilliant.
genius. I love it.
So,
Can we do that?
so without, I mean,
Yeah.
what other filming locations do you have besides Tom Jones?
Sure, we
that
have.
you can give away.
We have a video game store. It's actually not in we did want to film in Delco. We weren't able to get a video game location in Delco because
Wait, the goody.
There isn't any.
Oh, the goody. There's two in media right there.
I was not able to get those locations. I tried.
Oh, okay.
But,
When you say video game store, do you mean like Funko Land?
yeah, like a GameStop
Okay.
type place. So we have one of those.
All stocked with games from back in the day, or made up games or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to look at the PS. I guess anything past the PS2, right? Would that be?
I still have to. Well, that was like 06, wasn't it? So I guess it
I
would
don't
still
know.
be.
PS2, no,
like-
PS2 was definitely before 9/11.
Well, there is a game console that's kind of part of the plot.
Okay.
That is a lesser known.
I don't know. The
Game console.
2000.
Okay.
was
Is it the
PS2.
one we were
PS2.
talking about with the red eyes?
No, it was not. But that
Oh.
does get a reference in the movie because I have to. Like I'm like one of 20 people that own a virtual.
So
toy.
you can't have
I can't
anything
even
past
think
the
of
PS3. PS3
Yeah.
was November 2006.
I can't even think of
PS2
what
was 2000.
Turbo
Yes.
graphics.
So we're talking
TurboGrafx.
GameCube, PS2. I guess the original Xbox. right?
Can I take
Oh,
a guess
yeah.
at it? And did they grow up playing GoldenEye next to each other? And N64 is the system.
It's not. No, it's actually a hand. Maybe you can guess it. It's a handheld system.
Game Boy.
It's not Game Boy.
PS Vita.
You guys ever heard of the Engage?
No.
Oh yeah,
No.
Yeah.
the Engage,
Yeah. That's still part of the plot. So,
Oh, I love it. I
Very
love it.
cool.
yeah, I
it-
figure they're out of business. They're going to sue me.
So I mean, one thing that we actually got a big boost about it when I called out people doing. It was a show about Delaware County, and they were basically saying, "Oh, don't think of it like Delco. It's just going to be Anytown, USA." And I was like, "Don't fucking ever call Delco Anytown, USA." Are you going to? Is the town the setting just Delco, or are you saying that they go to Sun Valley High School? Are you saying that they go to a town or something?
We will reference town names, but it's kind of like an amalgamation of Delco. And somebody was like, the church is going to be called like, Delco United, church,
Gotcha.
that kind of thing. So we will have specific town names, and they're like, it is the kids do live like in Parkside and Aston.
Okay.
But if that will be mentioned specifically, it may be, but it'd be very brief. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm not hiding that.
You'll be able to.
it.
You'll be
You're
able
not
to
going over
tell
the top.
from all the
Yeah.
shots. You'll be able to tell from all
Yeah.
the shots that it's
Mhm.
where it's at if you're at Delco.
Yeah, that's the hope, and we're hoping, on the poster, I'm going to put like filmed almost entirely in Delco.
That's the most Delco thing.
Yeah,
I figured, yeah. I would have loved to have done it all in Delco, but it just wasn't possible. I
Wow.
didn't get some of the locations I wanted. So.
That absolutely
Well,
makes
if you guys
sense.
ever need a podcast studio,
Yeah,
you guys can always borrow
post-production.
this place.
Was it
Yeah.
hard getting? Because I imagine going to all these different places and asking for permission. Like, did you have to get permits for stuff? And
I have I guess permit in like the school. I won't mention the
Don't
school.
do it in Alden.
So if they said you don't need a permit, fun fact, you do need a fucking permit, and they'll tell you 36 hours before.
did you?
Just
Did
a heads up.
Did you run into any like trouble trying to do any of that? Or
No, just as far as finding like a location, there were some locations that turned us down, but most were pretty into the idea, which was great. So yeah, I mean, we have some contracts with some folks.
very cool.
Still finalizing all of that.
Does
Cool.
O'Halloran live in this area?
He lives in PA.
Okay, so he's close
he's
enough.
not Delco, but he lives in PA.
Okay, so it's not like he's like flying in and you got to
Yeah.
house him for a month while he does this.
How loose is this based off of your life story?
It's loose.
Very
Like
loose,
I did
okay.
not. This is sort of the way I put it. It's like it is based on my friends and me, but the situation that happens is not like I never did this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like what if
Yeah.
this happens?
Okay.
I
Very cool.
love it. All right, tell us again, all the people who are going to be listening, where to find this, what they can do to help. If they don't got the 25 grand, they can put up $37 and be in a scene with.
Yeah, you only need 50%.
No, you need 80%.
No, I'm saying he's 50% there.
Oh yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
As of right now.
As of right now, I'm gonna keep hitting refresh on the way home. But
Yeah.
yeah. So DelcoTheMovie.com. Pitch in. $37. Be in a scene with Dante Hicks.
Love
I
that
mean,
comment.
was a dream for me. When I was making films in high school, like I would have loved that. So, this is very, very cool experience. And I think we only have like 88 spots left because it's a big church scene. We're
Yeah.
gonna need a
Which
lot
church?
of people. Why can't say?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't say.
Delco United.
Delco United. But yeah, check us out on social media. And again, if you can't pledge today, please follow us. That really helps us out a lot. It grows our audience, and we eventually will unlock some perks from See This Spark. And I think we're less than 100 from that. I think we're like 155 followers at this point, or somewhere like that.
Oh,
So,
we'll get it out there. What is there a deadline for the donations?
yeah, so July 21st.
21 days as of now.
21 days as of now.
It'll be a little less when we're airing.
Yes,
So-
yes. So check
Get
it out
on it.
ASAP.
$37. You could spend $37 going to Chipotle.
Oh, you can go spend $37 buying 4 people
Like
stuff at McDonald's
crap,
nowadays.
right?
Yeah.
That's a great deal.
And you guys know the reference, right?
the $37 is it?
Is it from Clerks?
It's from Clerks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a big. I won't spoil it, but go watch Clerks again. There's a
30
It's
7.
not a spoiler if it's
His
a 25-year-old
girlfriend.
movie.
His
Right.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did
Veronica,
37.
Yeah,
Mouth-
yes,
Dante,
Okay.
Dante is 37.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. I
Right.
got it.
So for $37,
Yeah.
you can be with Dante.
That's
I
awesome.
love that. I thought it was because you were 37.
I'm not. I am 37. So
Yeah.
it does work out. So
There
I
you
got
go.
plenty of jokes about that this year too.
For
So,
37, you can be with Dante. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, guys. And remember, this is brought to you by all our great sponsors. Start with Fat Cow Jerky, utterly perfect jerky at fatcowjerky.com. Follow on Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget to go to cherryinjurylaw.com. Tell David R. Cherry that Delco Live sent you for all your workers' comp, motor vehicle, personal injury, and criminal law. 610-565-0300. And for an awesome time, the most Delco bar still reigning, DolansBar.com, 24 East Sellers Avenue in Ridley Park. Tell PJ Dolan we sent you. And guys, don't forget to check out the Delco-live.com shop. So you want to spend $37, be part of their movie, and then it's another couple bucks. You can get yourself one of these sweet baseball Delco hoodies.
You know, it'd be a great
t-shirts.
one, Al.
Which one?
The Delco Side of the Moon.
Oh, you mean this one?
Uh-huh. Because that album was out well before 04.
Yeah.
And, that's a timeless design.
Yeah. So go to DelcoLive.com, click on the shop. Many other ones up there. The McDade Mauler, there's another timeless design up there.
You're going to film there like Peter Jackson did for the Lovely Bones?
If I have to, I will. I will do what must be done.
Yes. What part of Delco is that shining into?
What?
Put that graphic back up. Where's the where I can't think of what part of the Delco is that rainbow coming out of? That's above Tinicum, right? Tinicum's a little nub on the bottom right, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Oh, you mean on the actual logo?
on the logo, and then
It's shining on Telford Derby.
okay.
It's fucking Edgemont shining onto Upper Darby.
Okay, so the Upper Darby, the rainbow's coming out of Upper Darby.
Of course.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Just wanted to
So go to
figure it out.
DelcoLive.com. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and we will be sharing links for the Delco the movie as well on there.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it done.
Let's fucking do this, county.
That's great, brother.
All right, thanks, guys. Really
Yeah.
appreciate you having me. I love those shirts. Like, I want to use some of them in my movie. Seriously.
Oh.
So,
Got them all downstairs for you.
yeah.
All right. Thanks again, man.
All right, thanks,
Thank you,
Crispy.
guys.